Today marks 2 years since the I-4 express toll lanes opened, marking the end of the ultimate reconstruction of the interstate.
Yeah, the lanes are helping drivers get around a lot faster, but as WESH 2 investigates, Greg Fox found out that could change when tolls go up.
Drivers have taken more than 27 million trips in the I-4 express toll lanes since they opened 2 years ago.
If she's happy, I'm happy.
WESH 2 Investigates has joined people on their daily commutes and talked with dozens of other drivers. Most tell us they like I-4 Express and say it's worth the money.
I think it's great. I get to work faster.
I use them constantly. But
yeah, I get to work within like 19 minutes and it's pretty quick.
The I-4 Ultimate has transformed the way that we travel through Central Florida.
Cynthia Lane with the Florida Department of Transportation tells us the toll lanes and overhauled general use or free lanes are cutting drive times. Comparing 2019 to 2023, records FDOT provided to WESH 2 Investigates show average travel time savings in all lanes of 4 minutes eastbound and 5 minutes westbound.
Really, for our commuters, that adds up to a great savings of about 3 hours per month if you look at it that way.
Studies have shown that I-4 between Daytona and Tampa is one of the most dangerous interstates in the nation. But new figures from FDOT show crashes along the rebuilt segment are down more than 40%, and lane blocking incidents are down 63% compared to 5 years ago.
Also, with the decrease in lane blocking incidents that we're seeing, that helps us avoid secondary crashes that could occur if we did have a crash.
But 2 years after the opening of the I-4 express lanes, there is no dynamic tolling. That means the tolls would go up when the traffic is heavy and go down when it's light. The current toll cost for a full 21-mile trip of $3.50 eastbound and $3 westbound would go up or potentially down depending on traffic. That pricing has attracted a growing number of drivers. In the first 10 months of operation, March through December 2022, the average daily weekday trips on I-4 Express totaled 39,700 vehicles. In that same span last year, there were 51,100 daily trips, up 28%.
Will you still use them if they do dynamic tolling?
No, I'll try the alternative. I'll try to get up early and go to the slow lane.
If they go to dynamic tolling, will you still use the express lanes?
I will absolutely still use the express lanes.
But all depends how much they're going to go up and how much they're going to go down.
I mean, if they keep raising it, no. I mean, I feel like you're already paying enough by putting money into the tolls. Why should you have to pay more?
So far, FDOT is not saying when dynamic tolling will begin.
We do not have the congestion level on I-4 Express to warrant that switch.
When it does switch to dynamic tolling, FDOT says drivers will have a choice to pay extra or steer clear of the toll lanes. Greg Fox, WESH 2 News.
WESH Investigates previously revealed in an exclusive report in November that the state is not enforcing the use of transponders on the I-4 express lanes. Instead, it is billing people by mail for tolls and service charges by taking pictures of their license plates. FDOT provided no update as to when or if it will fine drivers $25 for those violations.